Boris Johnson will hold crunch Brexit talks with European Presidents Ursula von der Leyen and Charles Michel on Monday in a between to break the bitter trade deadlock between the UK and EU. European sources told Express.co.uk the high-level meeting was finally confirmed for June 15 after weeks of wrangling over a potential date. The talks will be held remotely because of the coronavirus pandemic. EU chief negotiator Michel Barnier and Parliament President David Sassoli will also be in attendance. The UK and EU hope the political intervention will inject urgency into the talks that have failed to move beyond a series of fundamental disagreements. The meeting comes just days before European leaders are due to sit down for their June summit. EU officials were hoping to use the European Council to discuss Brexit before the coronavirus outbreak. Mr. Barnier yesterday said, "I hope high-level discussions with Prime Minister Johnson, that will take place this month, will provide a new political impetus to our toolbox. With determination on both sides, I am convinced we can overcome the difficulties." Mr. Johnson is understood to be keen to push a new intensified negotiating timetable in order to reach a political understanding this summer. The Prime Minister has told colleagues the UK must be prepared to walk away from the talks if Brussels attempts to drag its feet into the autumn. Mr. Barnier is said to have agreed his own October 31 cut-off point for the negotiations. He is also keen for talks to be accelerated through July. August and September has been drawn up in the hope a deal can be reached by the end of October. Mr. Barnier said he was convinced a deal could be done. But the Frenchman has rejected plans to hold the talks in a secret tunnel with a media blackout to break the impasse. Mr. Barnier first wants the UK to show a willingness to compromise on its red lines before intensifying talks. He told EU 27 ambassadors the two sides remain far apart on fisheries, the so-called level playing field, and a role for the European Court of Justice in any future deal.